We're all here. Say hello, you guys.
Hello, you guys.
That was Lois, and this is Bram. I have a bit of a cold. I'm not in the best voice today, DJ.
You don't have to sing.
Well, I did have I thought we'd maybe, all take turns singing top 40 pop songs, but I guess we'll scratch that now, so...
Yeah, great plan.
I had intended to sing On the Road again, but not today.
Now, is that what it is for you guys? You guys back on the road again? You're all together?
No. Scratch that.
No, it's just I'm looking more and more like Willie Nelson every day. So I'm trying to sing that song.
He has a braid or two braids. I don't think your hair's that long.
Wow, how long has it been now you guys all together kind of doing this thing? Well, you're not really doing it anymore, are you? You're kind of just friends right now, hey?
Well, we're always friends. Sharon and Bram are doing it. I'm not doing it, but I do it sometimes.
Oh, good.
I do it.
We started 35 years ago, and that's why we happen to be together today. As I mentioned to you, we're planning a 35-year reunion celebration with, a bunch of the people that we've worked with over the years, and that's what we're together to discuss today.
Wow.
And they're coming from all around Canada, too.
Yes, friends from Nova Scotia, our manager, and
from abroad.
Who's abroad? Who's from abroad?
Well, from the United States.
Oh, yes.
From Bermuda, that's abroad.
Oh, yes,
right.
That's abroad.
Our elephant from the Elephant Show lives in Bermuda, and she's going to be here.
Mm-hmm.
It's very exciting.
Well, how many times have you guys ever got people saying to you, there's an elephant in the room here? You've heard that joke?
We had a very funny experience once here at Stratford, Ontario, where they have the Stratford Festival. We were preparing to do a show there. You tell the story, Bram.
Well, as functioning as road manager, the stage manager there at the Festival Theatre in Stratford, having read our technical rider, said to me, Bram, I have to tell you that this stage is not built to hold the weight of an elephant. Because we talked about elephant being in the show, and I guess he wasn't familiar with us and how we operated, and thought we had a real elephant
Oh my goodness.
in
Charming
the show.
musical act.
Wow.
Wow.
You ever thought about maybe upgrading during, maybe get the real thing in there?
No.
Well, actually, we went on a march that was held in Toronto on
last Friday.
To help people's awareness of not to buy ivory, because the poaching and the killing of the elephants is all-time high in Africa.
Exactly.
Now,
so we do have an affection for elephants, apart from our dancing elephants.
Now, what is the story behind the elephant? Why the elephant? Where did that come from?
Came from a song. One elephant went out to play upon a spider's web one day. I'd sing it, but I can't. And we did a bilingual version of it on our first recording,
which was called the recording was called One Elephant Deux Elephants.
Mm-hmm.
And that just spun off in about 8 different directions. It gave us the name of the recording. It gave us the name of our record company. And
Elephant Records.
And we've used it as a mascot and as a symbol ever since. It wasn't planned, really.
No,
exactly. It just kind of happened.
Yeah, and at the same time that we decided we needed, obviously, a concert to introduce the public to the act.
Mm-hmm.
What is the band called? Where's the band? I mean, sometimes they call us things that are pop music terms, and we don't know what they mean.
Yeah, we're the band.
We're the band. Anyway, Toronto Dance Theatre was doing a production of A Bar of the Elephant, and we borrowed their elephant costume.
And we had no idea that it was going to evolve into such a strong connection with us. It was just, wouldn't it be nice to have an elephant for that first show, as Lois described, and that was the beginning of a long elephant relationship.
Well, we said, this worked great. Let's do it again.
and again, right.
So you probably ended up just buying that costume off them then.
We made our own. And
there have been many versions of it over the years.
Oh, yeah.
Well, who was the guy in the suit? He never really gets credit for it. Who was this?
It's always a woman.
Girl.
Oh, wow.
Always a woman.
Yep.
Always a dancer.
Paula Gallivan was our first and most substantial. I mean, she was with us for live shows and for 5 years of the Elephant Show. She's a wonderful dancer and interpreter. And
she's a progeny of Danny Gallivan.
Wow.
Danny Gallivan was the voice of the Montreal Canadiens
radio.
Radio voice, for their hockey team.
He was Montreal's Foster Hewitt, if you like.
Wow, that's great. You were talking about Willie Nelson before, actually. I was just out at a record store. I think you guys actually have more albums on vinyl than he does.
Then who?
Then Willie Nelson.
Then Willie
I
Nelson.
don't think so.
Well, if you have that
haven't sold
impression,
more.
that's good. That's good.
We have a lot of albums. We have,
We do.
about 20 albums or
More.
something.
More than that.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. And the interesting thing, DJ, is that when we released our first album, we were friends and colleagues. We worked through a program called Mariposa in the schools. We went into schools doing little workshops, and we said let's make a record, and with no intention of starting a career as a trio. The first time we ever sang together was for the songs for the record, and out of that evolved a career that was most unexpected, and how lucky for us to do something something so wonderful as making music for children and their families.
And for so long, too. I don't think any real group has lasted as long as you guys have lasted. You guys still talk? You're still friends?
Certainly in the pop music field, they do not.
And it's relationship that gets in the way more than the music, I think. But we were all people who were
Are you
married.
talking about groups that don't last?
Don't make it, yeah. I mean, we all had long-term marriages, and so we understood kids. We had the same kind of values and fundamental values, and worked at working things out.
And we weren't kids ourselves. We were supposedly mature people. By that, supposedly.
Right.
That's very cool. So what is the secret for maybe people that are doing the thing together, maybe groups, of staying together for so long?
It's not easy, you know. We are three individuals with often three different points of view, and we've had long meetings and conversations about things. But you learn to put it together because you're motivated to keep it going, because you know it's a good thing.
Yep.
And it's successful, and it's fun. Sure. There's nothing like it. How lucky we are to do something, to have done something that we love so much.
And I'm the last to have a grandchild. I have a granddaughter. And when and she lives in California. And when my son David started playing our records and TV shows to Tessa, and she knew the words, I said, David, this is what it was all for. Love all the audiences, love all the cities and all the towns, but really, in my heart, now I feel complete. The music is complete. Yes.
Now, where can people find your stuff now? Are you guys planning on maybe re-releasing some stuff for the anniversary or anything like that?
I mean, it's all out there, and probably not well displayed, but they can always go online to our distributor, and that is Casablanca Kids, or Casablanca Entertainment, and they'll find everything there. They'll find the albums, they'll find DVDs, they'll find, what else is there? That's
TV show. Oh, DVD's a TV show.
Yeah.
And they're set up to fulfill orders.
Yeah.
Wow. Anything special planned though for this little get together here with you guys? Is there any way we get a part of this reunion, or no? Is that just strictly personal?
The camera and put it on air. That's the way to do it.
We have not made a plan of that sort. I mean, the notion was, wow, it's going to be it is 35 years. Wouldn't it be nice to connect with so many of the people who were significant in our career over the years, people who some we see still and some we don't see at all. So it really was intended, Bram said, let's call it a reunion, because that's what it is. And that's as far as we got. We're busy planning what we're going to feed them.
And it'll always live on, too, though, as the formats change, the DVD's out now. Like, you'll be inspiring kids for forever now.
Well, we hope so.
That would be very nice.
Yeah.
No, people don't know that the first format that we sold our recordings in was Edison cylinders.
Oh, stop it.
Ooh, yeah, those would probably be hard to come by right now.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
All right, well, Sharon, Lois, and Bram, thank you so much for the time, and best of luck to you guys on the old reunion. It must be a lot of fun to get back together and do it again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
DJ.